James, we were kind of talking about this on the phone the other day. You were saying, like, you used to get harassed by old heads. Or, like, old heads would hit you up being like, oh, there's no real point running an e-com business because, you know, like, you're losing all the authenticity of business and meeting people. And then you're like, yo, bro, but it's brick and mortars are the ones taking a hit right now, and e-com's sailing. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, like, as young kids coming in the game right now, like, you don't, like, a lot of the older guys and older businesses, they, like, it's almost like they don't even take serious what we do, kind of. Like, you know what I mean? They think, like, oh, like, these Facebook ads, these kids in this social media, like, you know what I mean? But, like, that's kind of the way of the world now, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like older businesses don't understand it. Not all of them. Some of them are, like, smart enough to understand, like, hey, even though I don't know how to do this, I need this. So they'd want someone like us to come in and help with this stuff. And they pay us a lot of money to do it. You know what I mean? Or you have the ones that just think, like, it's all stupid. Oh, the computer's dumb, this and that. And those are the ones taking a hit right now. All the people who can't be open-minded to all that stuff. Like, a lot of older businesses are really stuck in their ways. And like you said, they're hurting right now because they either had brick and mortar and didn't make the transition to having both online and brick and mortar. And now what? The coronavirus hits and it's already been 3 weeks. You don't have any e-commerce skills, so you don't know how to build a website. You don't know how to, you know what I mean? You got to get this all up and running somehow. You can't even do it. What's going on, guys? James here.
And I'm Nick.
We're the E-Comm Gods, and this is our Platinum Hour.
Oh God, what's going on? Where am I going? Dad?
Yes, my son. I am Deuce, the deer god.
I'm so confused. Who am I?
Derek. Your true name is Darkules. Darkules.
Wait, what?
Yes. You are Darkules, the god of the forest. Season 5.
Hosted by your favorite podcast host, Big Bochi. You already know the deal, mother. What's up? All right, 3, 2, 1, bam! I'm a new person. So listen, before we start, somehow through the quarantine and through the pandemic, these young men have kept their haircuts clean and crispy.
We got the pre-cut, the pre-quarantine cut.
Feeling good.
So, Nick, have you still been showing up to James's brother, or you been trimming the beard yourself?
No, so I don't go to James's brother. I got my own guy. I haven't converted to Nicky Testa yet.
You haven't gone to him yet?
That's what I'm saying, man.
My guy's literally quite literally across the street. Like, I walk out my front door and walk across the street into a barbershop.
Dude, I would feel like you're in your crib so much you'd want to make the effort to go somewhere else.
Well, now I am, but
No shit, right? He's gonna have to go to Nick.
I'm loyal. I'm a loyal customer. What am I gonna do?
The business is booming for Nick right now.
Business is booming for everyone in the e-commerce space. But yo, one thing, I don't know if you guys have felt this, but have your other friends who like work traditional jobs right now, are they like, dude, I can't, how am I going to like stay in for the next 4 weeks and not go out? I'm like, bro, I've been doing this for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's a big lifestyle switch for a lot of people because people are constantly going out to like the bars, the restaurants, all that kind of stuff. So like the people who are constantly doing that, like on the weekends, like that's a big shift for them.
How has your guys' day-to-day changed in the past 2 weeks specifically?
Like business-wise, it's just kind of same thing, business as usual. I mean, still just running everything from the laptop, so nothing's changed there. It's just like kind of like a social hit, just not being able to get out of the house, like gym lifestyle, social interactions, pretty limited. So kind of going like extra stir crazy, like just from working from home so much for like the last 2 years or whatnot. It's like really a relief to like get out of the house and go do stuff. So now it's like really tough to just be here like all day long every day. So that's definitely like the one big negative thing.
I feel you. Before we move on, can you guys just give a quick synopsis of who you are and what you do? We got the E-Comm Gods on the Zoom podcast booming, baby.
Is this our golden hour? Are we making the big announcement?
This is the platinum hour.
This would be a platinum.
No way.
Damn.
All right, you want me to say I'm James Testa? This is my platinum hour?
No, I want you to tell everyone who listens into this and watches this who you are and what you do.
All right. My name is James Testa. I own WarmUp Nutrition. We're an e-commerce brand that sells delicious high-protein coffee that's also zero sugar and we broke into the personal training space recently, and we're doing online personal training for less than $10 a month. So get fit for the price of Netflix.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, it's pretty legit. I've been helping them put together some of the personal training, so definitely check that out if you haven't. What's up, everyone? My name's Nick. I run a keto brand right now. It's also an e-commerce business. We make keto snacks, so it's high-fat, low-sugar, low-carb snacks. Currently working on a few new products right now, so look out in the pipeline for a few new snacks coming in the next few months.
Yeah, what was that, dude? I saw your story. Like, the branding looked amazing. It looks so clean.
Yeah, it looks clean. Yeah. That's like a chocolate nut butter. So you think of like kind of like Nutella, the chocolate hazelnut spread, except with like with like almond butter. So it's like a healthy chocolate spread that you can use for like fruit. You can put it on like ice cream, low carb ice cream, whatever you're eating, like snack wise, drizzle it on top. But you can also just like rip it open and eat it, kind of like Justin's peanut butter, Justin's nut butter. I don't know if you've seen those packets.
Yeah, I do the RX packets sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Same type of thing.
What's the price point?
So for keto, it's going to be like $2.49 a packet. So you can buy like a 10 count for just under $25.
Dude, I mean, those nut butters are expensive. Like a little RX thing it was like $19.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all like high quality, like nuts and butters and stuff. I mean, if you go buy like a jar of peanut butter or almond butter at the store, you're paying what, $7-8 just for like a regular size jar of almond butter. So
you got to get that Trap House Skippy, baby.
Yeah, but that's low quality stuff, man. We're using high quality ingredients here.
Teddy peanut butter right out of Everett. What are you talking about, man?
Oh, is Teddy out of Everett?
Support local business.
No way.
Yeah, Teddy's out of Everett. They're a huge company, don't get me wrong, but they're right out of Everett.
Bro, they are massive.
Yeah, they're huge.
Teddy, they're known for the mason jar because they have a little bit of oil on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's natural peanut butter. Most times when you buy natural peanut butter, it has the oil. You got to mix it in.
Yeah, it just like separates over time. So the oil goes off to the top.
So Teddy is like, not only is it local, but it's 100% natural. It doesn't have like hydrogenated oils like Skippy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever tried to do some cross branding with them? Might as well swing it, right? Yeah.
No, we haven't reached out. Yeah. I think they do like co-packing in there too. I think I might have quickly looked into it when I was doing this product just because I was looking for manufacturers for like peanut butter and almond butter and stuff. And I think they do co-packing, but it's only like private label. So basically you're just like making what they make and just putting like a new label on it or something like that, which isn't really what I was going for, but I think they do stuff like that.
Hey, James, in the bottom left corner, you see where the mic is like bouncing up and down? Click up. See where it says mute?
Yep.
Click up, and then it should say select a speaker. Select your headphone speaker instead of your MacBook speaker.
Okay. Select this speaker. It says headphones. It's not headphones. You still can't hear?
Not great.
That's not good. Can you hear me, Nick?
Try taking
I can hear you. You're just not as robust as Nick.
Alright, I just Alright, I just reconnected. Let me know.
That's fine. We can still rock with that. Yeah, that's better.
Right.
Damn, your beard's getting long, baby boy.
Yeah, it is, right? I'm just doing it, bro. Trying to get that next Testa beer.
Dude, how long's he been nurturing his for?
He said that long beard. Honestly, since he was probably like my age. He's always had crazy hair with like a crazy long beard.
He was telling me how him and his boys used to, like, they'd leave Peabody High School and they'd carpool to the barbershop.
Yeah, he's crazy, man. I guess like because you couldn't really get a fresh cut up there or whatever, so they found this one kid and they used to all go.
He said they'd pack like 20 dudes in a van and they'd all drive to the barbershop. The barber's probably like, what the fuck is wrong with these kids?
Yeah, and it's all for a clean cut.
Hey, okay, so Amazon is like one of the few businesses right now, again, and I'm the only real business news I'm getting is from Bloomberg, but they seem like they're the one business that's actually growing through the pandemic, which is wild. And like this Bezos can't lose, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
So can you guys kind of talk to how the past 3 weeks and how the economy shifting has affected your business specifically? I would think that things are either the same or a little bit better because more people are eager to buy online.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. So like when it first started, I think 3 weeks ago or so, I sent like a few emails to all my customers that week, just giving them a discount, just saying like, hey, like if you want to stock up on any of the products, like they have a long shelf life, like you keep in the pantry long, stuff like that. So I sent a few emails that week and saw like a really significant sales boost. I had customers buying like multiple boxes, multiple flavors, just kind of like stock up. And ever since that, it's just kind of been like stable. So no like major dip or major increase, just kind of leveled off, like back to normal sales velocity. So I think a lot of people just kind of took that as like, all right, like let me stock up now as much as I can with the discount. So I saw like a big spike then, and then ever since then, it's just kind of been steady. So I think, it's probably just going to be business as usual from now, but I'm also working on, launching a few new products during this time. So I'm actually like putting in more investment into new products and new SKUs. So I'm not really like scaling back or anything like that.
I mean, James, you've been marketing like crazy still, which I fuck with heavy.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you've been following that. I had that conversation with Nick. I couldn't have dropped the personal training program at like a better time. Like I just dropped this, so now I can just push, hey, like we're gonna help you work out from home. Nobody's gonna just like update and customize this for you as you go for this price. You know what I mean? And I've just been really trying to push it because the ads are so cheap right now. A lot of big companies and stuff like that pulled off Facebook because they're scared. Some small businesses can't sell anything right now, so Facebook's giving you a lot more reach for the same price you would pay normally.
And so, did you guys initially feel when all this kind of went down, did you guys feel like, should I pull back maybe? Should I contract? Should I stay the same? I think initially, most people in business feel like, how can I plan for the next like 4 or 5 months? Because we don't even know what the world's going to look like.
Yeah. I mean, I see all this stuff as like an opportunity to go balls to the wall. Everybody's kind of like you said, playing reserve, play back. The economy always fixes itself. Like the world's not going to end because of coronavirus, at least in my opinion. So I wouldn't slow down anything I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of just like an opportunity, like James said. A lot of businesses can't really sell stuff online, or they have to like shift what they're doing, like operations wise, and try and think of ways to, sell their products or services on the internet. But as far as like e-commerce goes, we're still, just kind of riding the same wave. Like if anything, demand's going to increase with online sales just because people are like more nervous to go to the grocery store, or maybe like inventory and shelves aren't as stocked as they were before because people are going and like really cleaning out the shelves. So I think if anything, like there's more demand moving towards online sales. And like I mentioned, I'm actually like investing in a few new products right now. So I think I'm kind of just like doubling down on what I'm doing and not really trying to hold back, especially with like interest rates and stuff like that dropping like super low right now. You can get like small business loans and pull from like line of credit and whatnot for really almost free with interest rates being so low. So it's like a good time to just kind of leverage any debt you can get your hands on to put it into your business, whether it's like rolling out new products or like hiring new help, or like James said, doing like a heavy advertising push since ads are like way cheaper right now. So it's definitely a good time to just kind of put more capital into those areas.
Ads specifically on Amazon or Facebook? Where are you guys putting most of your ad expenditure into?
I cut on Amazon ads. I've been advertising on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm still like 50-50 budget.
You got some headline ads.
Yeah, 50% to Amazon, and then I use like 50% of my budget to Facebook, Instagram ads.
I'm sure Amazon ads are similarly priced right now, right, as they were beforehand. I doubt it's fluctuated very much, right?
Yeah, I haven't noticed like any significant like increase in like cost per click or anything like that. I'm still running like same budget, getting kind of like the same results, same cost percentage on my sales. So nothing like super drastic there. And as James mentioned, like I feel like Facebook right now is dropped significantly for just like reach and like customer acquisition. I'm running some like sample pack conversions right now. So I'm trying to sell like a 4 count of one of my products to customers, and I'm actually acquiring a customer for like 80 cents the last like few weeks. So
whoa,
yeah, it's like really cheap. Basically paying Facebook 80 cents to get me a customer, which is kind of
that is insane.
Just really insane for like cost wise. So just trying to put as much like capital into those kind of campaigns to acquire more customers right now.
And how glad are you guys right now? Obviously, long term, you both want to operate big businesses, be that big CEO, that that big money talk, Mark Cuban. But how glad how glad are you right now? It's like, damn, I don't have anyone else hired full time, so I don't have to fire anybody or consider anybody else's salary.
Yeah, no, I mean it's really good. Like that'd be just super tough right now. Thankfully, I don't have like any full-time employees or anything like that, so I'm not going through any of like the struggles with payroll and things like that. I've just been kind of running my business with contract labor this whole time, so that's kind of stayed the same, if not increased a little. Like as I said, with new products, I still need graphic design work. I still need ads and stuff. So I'm still working with like my digital marketing
contracting
team.
people.
Yeah, exactly.
And
digital marketing.
Like all manufacturers, they're still up in there. They're considered essential businesses.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Still, like food production, all that stuff, they're still cranking away.
Yeah, thankfully, like our supply chains and stuff like that haven't been shut down. Like we can still get raw materials for ingredients, raw materials for like packaging and stuff like that. So nothing's kind of like halted. If anything, there's just like a few delays here and there with shipments, but so far so good as far as like ingredient availability and packaging and all that kind of stuff.
Have you guys how long you guys been in quarantine for now? Like 2 weeks?
I've just been living my life, man, being responsible. I wouldn't really say I locked myself in my room or anything. What have I done? Took a ride up to New Hampshire, went for a little walk on a trail. I've been trying to stay active still.
Life is so boring, bro.
Yeah, I've been pretty much here for like 3 weeks now, 2.5, 3 weeks. The only thing I'm doing is just like going for like 30-40 minute walks outside, just to like get out of the house and get some exercise, get my legs moving.
Now, yeah, James, what are you doing right now on your body weight workouts?
So the body weight workouts, I'm following the program that I gave to the training group, and that is so the upper body workout that I'll be doing today is push-ups. You're doing 5 rounds total. You're doing all the exercises in a row, no more than 30 seconds rest between the exercises, and then a 2-minute rest between sets. So we're doing push-ups, dips, pike push-ups. For bicep curls, I'm using the bands, bicep curls with the bands, but you can do a few other variations where you just stomp your foot on a towel and you do a hold for 30 seconds. Like you squeeze it up and just hold it. So that's another variation. And then I'm finishing off with lat pulls, and I'm using bands for the lat pulls, but you could also do like pull-ups. There's a million ways to do them.
Same thing with you, Nick, or are you still lifting, or are you just trying to stay active?
I'm just trying to stay active. I was doing like a everyday challenge where I was doing like 100 bodyweight squats, 100 push-ups, 100 like curls, 100 I was doing just like basically 100 reps of like 5 or 6 exercises every
I was
day.
doing the same shit, yeah.
Yeah, and I did that for like 10 straight days with no off days. I was just like doing that.
Boring.
Yeah, it just got boring, and then I switched it up. So now I have like some push-up bars. I have like 20, 30-pound dumbbells, some bands and stuff. So I'm just trying to like switch it up, do like burpees. I actually have like a rower in my basement, which I might go grab and set up. So it's like a full erg that I might start doing for like cardio.
Well, like a Peloton bike type, like row machine?
Yeah, it's a row machine, exactly. But yeah, no, I'm just trying to stay active, get like at least like 5, 6, 7,000 steps every day. Just trying to keep active, go for walks, stuff like that, get some air. But yeah, I'm not doing like any heavy lifting or anything inside.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the opposite. Like I'm trying to, like with the body weight stuff, I'm trying to just make sure like I'm still making some progress or even maintaining at the very least. So you just got to make sure with the body weight exercises that you're going intense enough. So like I'll do like, say I'm doing like split squats or something, right? You want to make sure you're coming down for like 5 seconds, 6 seconds, really like going slow, tearing your muscle up, and you want to do more reps too. So you're not doing like 6 to 8 reps, you're doing 15 to 20 reps. You know what I mean? So you still like, if you do it that way and you like contract your muscles slower, do slower reps at higher volume, you'll still feel that same burn. Like you'll wake up sore, especially switching from weights too. Your body's not accustomed to it.
Well, this was a conversation I had with Mike in Anabolic Aliens too. I was like, bro, but how do you stay motivated? When you go heavy rep like that, it just gets so boring. So how have you been personally switching it up, and how does that play into the new training program too? Give me a plug, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, personally, like, I try to tell people, like, look, you just got to man up about it. Like, it's hard to stay motivated. You know what I mean? You just got to man up. Like, do you want to get in shape or do you not? You know what I mean? And I get it. When you're around the house, I tell everybody, like, it's hard to, like, keep moving, keep that intensity in your workouts and all that. But it's really just a matter of getting up. Like, even getting out of bed in the morning. If you get out of bed slow and don't wash your face and mope around the house, your whole day is going to go slow. You know what I mean? So, like, when it comes, it's the same thing with a workout. Wake up, do that first push-up, and you're going to feel 100 times better, and you're going to be able to, you know what I mean, do it. It's just a matter of starting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree. And people have been getting creative with it, too. I've been doing, like, just switching off, like, abs one day, upper body the next day, legs the next day, just every day, just trying to keep moving. And you're only doing 7,000 steps, Nick. That is like totally disrespectful to your body. What is wrong with you?
Minimum 7,000.
Bro, I'm putting up 23 racks on a daily.
23,000 steps. Yeah.
How much you want to bet?
A day?
Let's flip a coin. Right on
easily.
The podcast.
23,000.
Where are you
steps?
walking around your room?
Yeah, what are you doing? A marathon every day?
Yesterday. How much?
20,000.
Where are you going?
Where you walking?
How much the day before?
Damn.
Hey, I want a screenshot of that. Hold up, Connor. Put that back up to the thing.
No. Let me give it back to Tuesday. How much was that?
Where'd you go with that?
Bro, I got problems, bud. All right.
23,000 steps.
You're on that Fitbit, bro?
I got a Fitbit, 25K. I'm telling you, as soon as you get a Fitbit, you're going to be so obsessive over it because it's pretty much like it will tell you, it's like, yo, you're being a fat ass, bro. You got to start moving.
I had one. I use the Apple Watch now for it.
I know. You got that Fitbit around your wrist. You're like, damn. And then you realize, oh, shit, if I do 2 like decent sized walks every day, like 40 minutes, take all my calls and whatever I'm doing on a 40-minute walk, I can burn an extra like 450 to 550 calories easy. And then it's like, oh, shit. And I'm already kind of lean as it is. I can go a little more ham in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, definitely. I feel that.
So what are you doing? 2 like 45-minute walks every day?
Today I took a 7-mile hike at 7 in the morning.
No,
that'll explain it.
Where you hike?
I'm currently.
I want in on this. Where you hiking,
bro?
You're a sick
tomorrow we can do it. We could go to Fresh Pond tomorrow if you want. That's an easy 5-mile hike.
Where's Fresh Pond?
Cambridge.
Okay.
And isn't there like an Esplanade Trail in East Boston?
No, we got like a bike path.
Yeah, that's just a bike
path. It's like a bike path. I think it's
that's not
from here to like down by the waterfront. It's like 2.5 miles. So I've been doing that a couple times a week there and back. It's like 5 miles. But yeah, it's not hiking or anything. It's just like a flat bike path.
Like I want that big Bochi leg workout, like that 23K steps a day by 8 a.m.
I can't believe you're hitting 25K a day. That's insane.
Bro, when it comes to like May, April, and we're really trying to get shredded, I kind of want to get up to like 32K a day.
Yeah.
It's just walking. It's like you walk up hills.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like that's what's so annoying about all this happening when it did, because I wanted to spend the rest of March pigging out, throwing on as much weight as I can. And it fucked everything up a little bit because now it's like, okay, it's time to shred. And I feel like I've already kind of like haven't, you know what I mean? I haven't been able to like hit the weights as hard as I wanted to as far as size wise. But yeah, it's in the end of the day, like you said, like if you just stay lean, you're going to look good regardless.
But no, I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, but how about all these like Spartan warriors who used to have that ripped ass 6-pack? They didn't have a gym, bro. What were they doing, dog? They're like eating live goats, bro.
Just doing carnivore diets.
300. Yeah. It's so
true. When are you guys going to start dipping into the carnivore diet scene? That's about to start popping.
You think so?
I was
considering. Yeah, because people are going to be eating each other, bro.
All carnivore.
You're a sick kid. Yeah, I really like that, though. But no, I'm down. Let's get a hiking soon, man. Let's do it.
I'm down. I've been out and about, so I don't want to like kind of try to get close to infect anybody. But if you want to keep a nice 6.5 foot distance, I swear to God, this weekend I'll schedule something crazy for us.
All right, count me in.
That extra half foot distance.
Let's do it. Let's do like Sunday or something.
I think we should hike Quincy Blue Hills. We should go all the way to the top.
I've done Blue Hills.
Let's sprint it.
Yeah, I need
that. That's whack. That's whack.
I see people doing it though.
All right, here. Just in terms of value, let me shift back in.
Yeah, you got an agenda. Let's go.
Absolutely. Okay, so in terms of Amazon, have you guys had any conversations with your distributors about how they might not be able to handle the influx of orders? Because that happened a lot, bro. I ordered something on Amazon like 9 days ago, and it still has not come in.
Yeah, it's not Prime. Mine's not Prime anymore.
Yeah, I think mine's still Prime, but it's not 2-day. So yeah, they're essentially doing prioritizing anything that's like essential health and health food, grocery, stuff like that. So any of those things probably have quicker shipping times right now, and anything that's obviously non-essential is like pretty backed up. I actually I forgot what I tried to get. I think like compression socks or something for soccer, and like I couldn't get them till like middle of April, which is just kind of insane, or end of April, which is pretty nuts for Amazon. So you're just used to going on there and getting stuff in 1-2 days. But yeah, they're prioritizing anything that's not, or they are prioritizing anything that's kind of like essential or like necessary right now. And
now peel that back for people. Can you explain what Prime is and how it works in your business for those who don't know?
Yeah, so Prime is like Amazon's customer reward program. You pay them X dollars per year. I think it's like $79 a year, and you essentially get thousands and thousands of items that you can get shipped to your house or wherever within 2 days. Some of them even do 1 day. And then it also unlocks other benefits with like audiobooks and stuff like that. But it's really good for an e-commerce business to be able to get your customer your product within 1 to 2 days. Like it's really hard to compete with that on your own e-commerce store because Amazon's just insanely fast with their logistics and whatnot and their fulfillment network. So
it's an easy way to convert people to like just Amazon. So many people shop on Amazon. Like me and Nick talk about this all the time, what we think will work better. Like because you can run an ad to your website, people see your brand, see your product. People usually don't buy the first time anyways, you know what I mean? And then you can always retarget those people. Me and Nick always talk about, hey, should we send them to the website? Should we send them to Amazon? Because people already got their credit card info in on Amazon. So that's click an ad, you're ready to go buy. You know what I mean? So like that's what's crazy about Amazon.
And Prime also allows sellers to rank higher in the search queue. And so has your search rank dropped at all now that you're not Prime?
So I'm still Prime. It's but no, my keywords are like the same. I track them like every day. I would check at them like multiple times a day, and all my keywords like been consistent. So, but yeah, if like you're not a Prime badge product right now, you've probably seen like a decrease in sales and decrease in conversions for sure. Just because people are probably looking for products that they can get quickly.
Can I ask you a question? Have there ever been moments when you guys are running the e-com store and you're like, damn, bro, I really got all this money coming in, but like, it's just kind of boring?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why I got into the training stuff and all that. Like me and Nick were saying, I've had mad fun with this. Like, that's what I like to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I've been, with like the new products recently, it's been like kind of a big push for like motivation and just like adding some newness to it. So
yeah, he's been pumped with all the new products.
Getting back to just like making products and going through the process, like recipe formulation, like designing new bags, designing like new, products and graphics and stuff like that. Stuff I've been posting on my Instagram. So that like shakes things up just from the like mundane day-to-day stuff of, advertising, checking out logistics, like
PPC, looking at the numbers.
Yeah, exactly.
Boring. Dead ass.
Yeah.
So have your suppliers reached out to you and told you like, hey, we're expecting too much volume, we can't supply as much for you guys, or we're with you guys through this?
So you're talking about like manufacturers, or?
Yeah,
I'm talking about the people who make your products.
Yeah, so my manufacturer has it's been like business as usual. He said his customers have been reporting like a slight increase in sales. So a lot of the clients that they make products for are seeing like a sales uptick right now, which is really good. But no, they still have like, they're working at like normal capacity. Like they're not seeing any like major backups or anything like that. They're not falling behind, and like they still have access to all like raw materials and ingredients. So I'm working on like one new product with my current manufacturer, and things going like smoothly. We should be set up for like a production run in the next 2 weeks. And then I'm actually working with a new manufacturer for another new product. And he said he's actually like lost quite a bit of business because a lot of his clients are like gyms and sports nutrition stores, which are obviously closed right now. So he's not doing any production runs for those type of clients. So he actually could like slot me in like super quick. So I should hopefully have the product I'm working on with him within, again, like, again, like the next like three or so weeks. So
same shit with you, James?
Yeah, it's basically the same thing, man. Like me and Nick, as far as like production goes, he's just buys on powder. It's only difference, and now he's even getting into the powder a little bit. Like he's using my manufacturer for the new mix because that's going to be a powder.
But has Amazon reached out to you guys at all? Because people freak out right now about the virus possibly staying on cardboard or on packages. Have your manufacturers been like, hey, we're disinfecting your product differently, or we're taking different measures?
They said they're taking, like, basically in the email I got, I'll let Nick tell you in a second too what he said. They said that they're taking all the precautions they can. You know what I mean? They're doing everything they have to do and all that kind of stuff. They didn't get into all the specifics, but basically like, hey, we're doing what we're supposed to do here. And on the bright side, they just came out with a study that said you can't pass it through food, the virus.
Yeah, so it's been like pretty much the same. The good thing with like the manufacturing I use is they're third party audited anyways. So the FDA goes in there and audits them twice a year and make sure like they're using like the highest standard and all the right qualifications for food production and safety. So even without like a pandemic, like the manufacturers I try and use are like highest quality anyways. But yeah, they're just taking all the necessary safety precautions with that. And Amazon, you can see like in the news, looks like one of their warehouses in New York is kind of dealing with some issues, and I guess some of the workers are actually like going on strike there for that distribution center. So,
I'm getting a call from the producer. You mind if I pick it up?
Yeah, good.
Slugs, what's up, boss? Hey, Slugs. Listen, you're on the Zoom podcast with the Clean Cut Boys, the E-Comm Gods.
Hello.
Honestly, I know we talked about this last night, but I might have already asked you a question. I forget. What's your question again?
I was gonna ask about like with Amazon, like they're having some workers pop up with the coronavirus, if that's affecting their business and if they've talked to distributors about disinfecting their product.
We kind of touched on it, Slugs, but not entirely. Slugs, say what's up.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Slugs?
So I was wondering, have you guys talked to your distributors about disinfecting packages? And had a worker and a few actually, who have turned up with the coronavirus, people who work in their warehouses. So has that been a concern?
I mean, it's definitely a concern. So we don't actually
Hold up. I'm just going to put you on out of my headphone speaker so she can hear you. We're really bootlegging it today, man.
Podcast, man. Zoom podcast.
I hear. Try now.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, so we actually don't work with any like specific distributors. Pretty much all of our distribution is through the Amazon fulfillment network. So we're kind of at mercy with like whatever they're doing with their policies and their procedures. I was just telling Conor that we did see out in, I believe, New York, that one of their fulfillment networks, like some of the workers are just doing like an all-out strike today and yesterday, I believe, just based on like Amazon not properly providing them with safety equipment and stuff like that. The thing with Amazon is we don't have like total control over like our products in their warehouse and stuff like that. So we can't like physically be like, hey, go like extra sanitize, this SKU. So it's kind of, we're basically at the mercy of whatever Amazon is choosing to do for like safety during this time.
Nice.
How's that, Slugs?
Good.
Any other questions?
I have a question. Is business now better because people are doing home workouts, or worse, or the same? Because I feel like I can imagine it being any of the three.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. I would say it's been pretty much the same. I don't think we've been hurt by it by any means. And if anything, it's given me an opportunity to be able to promote home workouts more in the new program we just started doing. On top of the fact that we got into how ads are very cheap right now and stuff. So I think like anybody trying to sell anything fitness or health related online right now is at an advantage.
DIY fitness, like anything that requires a gym is taking a hit, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can see it from all of like the advertisements and anyone you follow, and like some of the influencers I work with that I've been talking to is like, they had to pretty much do like a full shift from stopping whatever they were doing to just kind of, adapting to the current time with no gyms, and people are like starting to put up home workout programs and home workout videos and stuff like that. So they're definitely having to do like a massive shift in their like business strategy.
Slugs, great work. I'm gonna call you in like an hour or so. I just got a text when we were on the Zoom with the E-Comm Gods that you're gonna like.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Slugs, you're the goat.
All right, I'll see ya.
All right, peace. Yeah, she's doing a great job.
That's dope.
Nice.
We're keeping the kids working, man.
That's all you gotta do.
Well, let me just get us linked
Wait,
back up.
is that the girl that did the videos for me?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, yeah. No, she did a great job with those videos. It sucks because this happened right after that program drop. So once this is all said and done, I'm going to have everybody go back to that workout plan.
Sweet. So, quick question. Have your goals changed at all for your businesses with this going on? And how was that for a question?
That's a good one, man.
Yeah.
It's deep thinking.
Yeah.
You gonna cry, James?
No, I'm thinking. It's a good
Yeah,
question.
he's ready to shut his business down. It's all over.
Corona
This is
killed
the
it.
end.
Corona's killing everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, Corona's just making things confusing.
yeah.
It's just like, you know, when you're in business, you're mapping out the next year, the next 18 months, and you're like, all right, I got a plan. But then it's like, damn, I don't know how humans are gonna act in the next 18 months.
I mean, I feel like this whole thing is kind of just like entrepreneurship and running a business in general. Like you're just solving problems, issues just come up all the time. So this is just like one giant issue. Basically, like how are you gonna sell your products now? Like what can you do differently to take advantage of it? What can you do to like, you know, negate some of the, you know, bad things that are happening because of it? I know for me, like one pretty big issue that's happening now is Amazon is actually restricting what kind of products you can send to them for fulfillment.
Yep.
So they're only allowing like a very, very select few products to actually be accepted into their warehouses and fulfilled right now. So if you're selling something that's like non-essential, they're not even going to accept it. So I'm actually running into this issue with one of the new products I'm trying to make.
That's all
I'm not, the nut butter. I'm not going to be able to send that into Amazon fulfillment right now. So that's like a big issue I'm working with. I'm trying to look at some third-party fulfillment centers to actually accept that product and fulfill it. I'm actually like possibly considering doing it myself.
I was gonna say if the volume's low enough, could you do it yourself?
Yeah, it's going to be like about 1,000 units. So it's going to be.
That's a lot.
Hit that Rolo printer, baby.
Yeah, I got it already. That's like the most useful thing I've ever bought in my life. But
Dude, that printer is fire.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, $150. You never have to buy ink. It's incredible. Shout out to Rolo for making that. But
Dead ass. That would be a fire sponsor for both of you. You guys say, hey, my business runs on Rolo.
But yeah, I mean, so that's like the one huge issue right now for me, that this is kind of, you know, throwing a wrench in my plan. But yeah, it's just like dealing with things that come up and figuring out a way to make it work. It's just like, I feel like all business has been for me is solving issues. So this is just one big one to kind of overcome.
It is. It's just constant bullshit anyway. So it's not like you always, like, you know what I mean? Like you're always dealing with some crazy stuff. So it's like, this is just another crazy thing to deal with. It doesn't really feel like, you know what I mean? Like granted, it's a little different in the sense of you don't have as much control of it, but I mean, you just got to figure it out. You got to adapt. I was talking, you should actually get him on the podcast. My friend Sam, he owns Phoenix Mediterranean Grill. They're inside the Boston Sports Clubs in Waltham. And he's been in business a while now. He used to have a brick and mortar restaurant that took a hit during the '08 economy. And he transitioned into catering and all that stuff. Like, he got a dope story. You should talk to him. But I was talking with him about all the same stuff yesterday. He's like, you just got to adapt. He's like, the same way I did in '08. Like, you got to just adapt.
Does he own the kitchen right there on the first floor?
Yeah.
Oh, so they like changed management over there or something. I used to go to that BSC when I was like wicked young.
Yeah, no, they changed. He got a lease in there and stuff. It used to be something else, I forget. But
well, that place used to be called Health Point.
Health Point. Yeah. Yep.
And the Celtics used to practice there.
Yep. He's actually, that's funny that you say that now. So he's launching, I just met up with him yesterday. I'm building him a new website. He's launching a whole new brand, and it's low glycemic foods, and they even prepare them in a low glycemic way. So they'll bake it instead of do whatever, you know what I mean? And, or boil it instead of bake it, whatever it is. And it's called Health Point, I think. Pretty sure Health Point. So he probably took the old thing and is going to do that with it, but it's going to be all low glycemic foods. It's dope.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's gonna be up and running next week.
Are you guys staying on your low glycemic carbs?
No carbs, man. Come on.
I'm still eating whatever I want. I don't care.
What, you're not being strict by your diet right now? What's wrong with you?
No, like I'm eating good, but I'm not eating carbs. Like
Yeah, I fuck with carbs heavy, bro.
yeah, like I'm still, you know what I mean? I'm still working out and stuff.
You need them when you're walking 30,000 steps a day. Come on.
Bro, I might just, like, I'm so bored. Tomorrow I might fuck around and try to go for 50K.
Actually, I follow this one YouTuber, and he does like funny vlogs and crazy challenges. He did 100K steps in one day.
Well, he ran a marathon, bro. That's what that means.
Well, he walked it all, but yeah, it was insane. I think he ended up doing like 60 kilometers or something by the end. It was crazy. 100,000 steps. Yeah.
Dude's got way too much time on his hands, bro. Yeah. Holy shit.
Got to make that content.
Dead ass. Hey, let me reel it back though 1 sec. James, so you used to have the goal, you're like, hey, I want the store to make 100K a month. That's like my ultimate goal. Has that shifted at all? Like, are you thinking more long term now, more short term?
No, I mean, I still want to do that. Like in the short term, I want to hit like certain profitability and stuff like that. But long term, yeah, like me and Nick talk about it all the time. You hit 100K a month, like you got a solid business, especially with our businesses.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys ever think about opening up a brick and mortar and like splitting the space? That'd be fire.
No.
We'd be shut down right now.
No, I wouldn't like have a store, but if anything, I'd probably get like some warehouse or storage space. But that's about it.
Yeah, I was thinking kind of like maybe an office space we could share or something and just hang out and have some weights in there and stuff, storage, just shoot the shit.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd ever like open up for like actually selling like products at that location.
Well, have you ever seen the TB12 store on Boylston?
I've never seen it, but I've like seen it on his Instagram and stuff. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like the one when I saw that, I was like, that would be fire to have that as retail.
Yeah, but it's such a different game. Now you're getting into TB12, so he got all kinds of backers. It's a huge organization. Like you don't like. There's a lot of brands. I don't know, that open up retail locations after they're already a big brand. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Let's say like 5 years, you guys just want to like be that spot for nutrition in Boston. That'd be fire.
Yeah. I guess keto is pretty specific, so maybe it's like hard to just have like a keto specific spot. Like general nutrition, probably
general nutrition,
or like TB12 is like general fitness and like whatever he's doing, pliability and stuff like that.
James, we were kind of talking about this on the phone the other day. You were saying like you used to get harassed by old heads, or like old heads would hit you up being like, oh, there's no real point running an e-comm business because, you know, like you're losing all the authenticity of business and meeting people. And then you're like, yo, bro, but it's brick and mortars are the ones taking a hit right now, and e-comm's sailing. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, like as young kids coming in the game right now, like you don't like a lot of the older guys and older businesses, they like, it's almost like they don't even take serious what we do, kind of. Like, you know what I mean? They think like, oh, like these Facebook ads, these kids in this social media, like, you know what I mean? But like, that's kind of the way of the world now, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like older businesses don't understand it. Not all of them. Some of them are like smart enough to understand like, hey, even though I don't know how to do this, I need this. So they'd want someone like us to come in and help with this stuff. And they pay us a lot of money to do it, you know what I mean? Or you have the ones that just think like, it's all stupid. Oh, the computer's dumb, this and that. And those are the ones taking a hit right now. All the people who can't be open-minded to all that stuff. Like a lot of older businesses are really stuck in their ways. And like you said, they're hurting right now because they either had brick and mortar and didn't make the transition to having both online and brick and mortar. And now what? The coronavirus hits and it's already been 3 weeks. You don't have any e-commerce skills. So you don't know how to build a website. You don't know how to, you know what I mean? You got to get this all up and running somehow. You can't even do it.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I wonder how it's going to shift business moving forward, like in our country at least. Do you think everyone's like, oh shit, everyone's got to get online now? You think like in a 6-month period, Amazon's going to be totally jammed up?
A lot of people are going to be considering it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
This isn't going away till June, I don't think.
Yeah, I think a lot of businesses are, like I've seen people, like even consultants trying to get new clients online. They're trying to essentially going into businesses that are brick and mortar and see how they can spin their products or services into like an online type of thing. So whatever it is, like if you sell, I don't know, if you sell something, like can you package that in a way and sell it online, or do you have like a certain service that you're doing in person that you can move to like an online type of platform? So that's like something I'm kind of seeing with like consultants trying to go in and like adapt the business to these times. But yeah, I mean, if you run brick and mortar right now, just from like a financial perspective, you have tons of extra costs that e-commerce brands don't. I mean, for us to survive, we don't need like tons and tons of cash flow every month. I mean, you have software expenses, so you're paying for like your website and like applications and stuff, some advertising spend, which you can dial back, so it's not even really a fixed cost. But
then you got that LLC. You got that LLC, and I'm sure you're getting the tax credit on your rent because you register as your office, is your home.
Yeah, you get like a bunch of tax deductions, which are still good. But yeah, I mean, if you're doing brick and mortar, you got to pay for rent. You got to pay for like equipment and stuff. You're paying probably payroll for somebody to come open up the place and manage the place, stuff like that. Utilities, just tons of overhead that as an e-commerce brand we don't have. It's like I said, you pretty much just need some software and whatever your advertising budget is for costs. So that's definitely a big up for an e-commerce brand over brick and mortar. And then looking at the demand, obviously, people just aren't leaving their house right now. So anything that's brick and mortar, if you're even open right now, you're probably still taking a hit just from people moving towards online. They don't want to leave their house. Just convenient to push a few buttons and whatever you bought shows up a couple of days later. So
the one thing I'm learning right now too, though, is like people with real brand identity can thrive in times like this. If you have like real brand identity, because consumers aren't thinking about trying out something new. It's the brands that are popping that are like, okay, we're gonna be good. Coke's not worried, bro.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like they're never gonna be touched. Like period. Like that's why brand's so important. That's why like I don't know, Gary Vee, you see him preach all the time, brand. Like if you're a small business, you need to attach a brand to it. You know what I mean? People need to know who you are and all that stuff. And like he's right. Even as a small business, that has a huge effect.
Absolutely, dude. Well, hey guys, I had a blast. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, man, absolutely. Always.
So maybe we'll check in like 3 weeks and you guys will be like multimillionaires.
Yeah, so.
That'd be fire. Yo, no, I'm dead ass gonna organize a hike for us though.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm serious. I'll do it all day.
Let's do it.
I better see a 50K challenge out of you.
Yeah,
you gotta vlog it.
You gotta bring a boombox with you though. I want the tunes going the whole hike.
So today on my power list, and one shout out to the power list, bro. That shit is coming in huge in the pandemic.
Yeah,
man.
The discipline is essential right now. I woke up today, was like, should I swan dive off the balcony or should I just go for the walk, bro?
Go for the walk.
But I kind of forget what I was saying. My ADHD is off the rocker. All right, listen, this is how we start and end the episode. You guys remember?
Something about golden hour, right?
Platinum hour.
It's your platinum. Hey, with the E-Comm Gods. I'm James and Nick, and this is our platinum hour. No, so it's this is, and then it's that was. And we are still busting the podcast through the quarantine, baby. Let's go.
Ready?
I'll let the hype man do it up.
All right. What's going on, guys? James here.
And I'm Nick.
We're the E-Comm Gods, and this is our platinum hour.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we got to run it
now
back.
We got to do that. Yeah, was.
That
Ready?
Was, yeah.
What's going on, guys? James here.
And I'm Nick.
We're the E-Comm Gods, and this is our platinum. That was. All right, ready? That was. Ready? All right. What's going on, guys? James here.
I'm Nick. We're the E-Comm Gods.
And that was our platinum hour. No, we got to do that.
Come on, guys.
What's going on, guys? James here.
And Nick.
We're the E-Comm Gods, and that was our platinum hour.
And listen, they're keeping the cuts clean through the quarantine clean, baby boy.